Carter didn't have an answer back then, but modern forensic and medical technologies have uncovered details that provide clues as to what may have plagued King Tut before his death. A fractured lower leg and congenital deformities associated with inbreeding that was common among Egyptian royalty. Many researchers, academics and amateur Egyptologists have come up.
I'm quite sure that many of you are in the same situation that we had just seen. The spellings are really important. In this video, we'll show you the most repeated spellings that are coming in the exam for the listening fill in the blanks as well as write from dictation. You can see the comments from our YouTube viewers. Many of the people have got the same spellings what we are sharing in this video. So let's watch it till the end and don't regret it later. Hey everyone, this is Anurag here from Edutrainex. I hope you all are doing great. This video is very special because we touch directly to the scoring area by improving your spellings. And you have already seen, you can still see there are many evidences of these spellings appearing in the exam. And that's why we give it to you, the 40 most repeated spellings for the listening fill in the blanks and write from dictation in the listening module. That helps to improve your scores very much. There's huge evidence of these spellings getting repeated, but if you want to get one step ahead to get the whole repeated set of questions and also the spelling list, all you need to do is just join the YouTube Priority member. And if you are looking for paid assistance, unlimited classes, we can provide you app access, templates, plans, everything all under one price. So just WhatsApp us on the number shown and then we can help you. But let's start cracking with the spellings that are coming in the exam and that can really help you to improve your scores really well. So like and subscribe and let's begin with the first set of words. I hope you all are ready with your pen and paper or your keyboard so that we can comment on the video itself. Let's start with the first 10 set of words and then we'll see how they are spelled. And in the end, we'll also do some exam questions after learning the spellings. The same questions will have these words and then if you know the spellings, you will be able to solve it. If you don't know the spelling, then you will end up in the same situation that I demonstrated you at the beginning of the video. Okay, so let's get ready. The first word is beleaguered. And this word has been repeated again. The question has been repeated again. It used to come a couple of months back, but suddenly we are seeing this question again. So I gave you this word so that you don't miss out. The second one is curious. Curious. When you are excited about something, curious, furious. Similar patterns, okay? The third one is evidence. Evidence when we try to find proof of something, evidence of something. Like I showed you the comments of the YouTube viewers who have got the same spellings that I'm showing you in this video and in the previous videos. The fourth one is predicament. Predicament. Okay, all you need to do is for the longer word, just break it down into syllables and you'll be able to guess the spellings using the patterns that we are learning. We'll see that shortly. The next one is segment. Segment of market, segment of division of whatever. So segmentation is something when we separate it into chunks. The next one is destruction. Destruction, root word is destroy. Out of it, in the noun form, destruction comes. The number 7 is really easy, but I just wanted to put it here because still many people are making mistakes despite being easy. The word is 26. There can be many type of numbers that can be given to you in the exam. You should know how to write it. Now we have seen recently, they are giving you the numbers now. So people are making very silly mistake. They are very slight mistake. You should know it and easy then. The 8th one is automobiles. Cars, trucks, buses, automobiles. Some people pronounce it as automobiles. Okay, different pronunciation, different countries. Next one is depictions. Depictions, plural sound. Listen to the sound as well. Many a times people make mistakes when they don't hear the S sound in the end and then they make mistake of singular or plural. So grammar can also help you. I have shown you in the past videos how grammar can help you to determine whether there was a plural verb that is required or not, or a plural noun. The last one is distinctive. Distinctive, it's an adjective. Distinctive. Distinct is the root word. Distinctive is the adjective form. Distinction is the noun form. Distinctively is the adverb form. So from the same root word, many words come out of it. So if you know the spelling of one word, the root word, you can adapt the pattern and solve the question, find the spellings correctly. Okay, I hope you attempted these questions. Let's look at the spellings now. The first one was beleaguered. Okay, there is a league in here. Beleaguered. Not red, beleaguered. E is silent there. And B is spelled like this in the prefix. The next one is curious. I'm sure it must have been easy for you. OUS is a very common pattern for adjectives in the end. Furious, curious, famous, all adjectives and ending with OUS. Curious. Evidence. Evidence, no S with a C. Evidence. Evident. DENT. Next one is predicament. Now a common pattern for noun is ending with MENT. Predicament. 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 The next one is easy. Segment. Segment. This one also should be easy. Very common word. Destruction. 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 Okay, you can break it in n number of forms into syllables, whichever sounds convenient to you, whichever sounds more familiar to you in terms of what type of words or characters I am listening to, whether it's consonant sound, vowel sound, you can break it down. Now this one was an easy one, 26, but you always have to put a hyphen when there are numbers. Okay, 26, 45, 34, whatever number you write, don't miss this hyphen. People have missed this hyphen and have lost the marks. Okay, so don't do that. Next one is automobiles. Automobiles. Okay, spelled like mobiles, but as I said, different pronunciation. Mobiles. The ninth one is depiction. Depictions. Again, a common pattern for noun, and this time there was an S sound, so listen carefully. Depictions. And the last one was easy. Distinctive. Distinctive. It's an adjective. I hope you got all of them right. If not, more than 7 or 8. Okay, even if you didn't get it right. So this is your chance to learn the words that are coming in the exam, and don't forget to also watch the playlist that we have specially dedicated for spellings. Learn more and more. Who knows, the Pearson decides to use a question from the last 6 months file. If you are thorough with all of them, then there's no chance PT can beat you. Let's look at the next set of 10 words. The first one is speculation. Speculation. The root word is speculate. Doubting something. Speculation is the noun form. The second one is respiratory. Related to your breathing. Respiratory. Okay, should be an easy one for most of you because respiration is the noun form. We all know, and then you can borrow the techniques that we have learned. The third one is anxiously. Anxious is the root word. Anxiously is in the adverb form. Anxiously. Okay, basically you are panicking, anxious about the exam. The fourth one is deformation. Deformation. Okay, should be an easy one for you if you break it down into syllables. The fifth one is a little tricky. Legitimately. Legitimately. Something done in a legal manner, legitimately, or everything is perfect. The sixth one is conspicuous. Conspicuous. Again, this word has been repeated after a few months because the word was present in a question that was again repeated, and this kind of pattern is also we are observing in the exam right now, that some questions that was asked 4 months, 5 months back, again they are being asked again. So they have a set of pool, and the AI is picking up questions from the past as well. So that means they are not changing the pool completely. The next one is reflection. Reflect, reflection, root word, noun form. Okay, reflective is in the adjective form. Reflectively will be in the adverb form. So learn the root word first, reflection. The next one is convergence. Convergence. Noun form. Converge is in the verb form. Convergence is in the noun form. Okay, very important word. Meaning that if the paths are merging something is merging together, that's what we say converging. This one is convergence in the noun form. The ninth one is stimulation. Stimulation. Okay, like glucose, when you eat it, you get a lot of energy, you get stimulated. And the last one is easy, tricky. Tricky. Okay, I'm sure you'll get many of the words, but let's see if some of the words are tricky for you. The first one was speculation. Speculation. Okay, shun being the noun form. The next one is respiratory. Respiratory. Okay. Okay, again, respiratory being a very common pattern for adjectives describing something, respiratory process. So, adjectives describing the noun, very common pattern for adjective as well. And this one you all know, it's an adverb. Anxiously, there is an X here, not S. Anxiously. O-U-S is always heard as us. Anxiously. And the next one was easy, as I said, deformation. Deformation, a noun. Legitimately. Legitimately. Again, adverb. Legitimately. Legitimate is the root word. Conspicuous. Which type of word it is? Adjective, right? Ending with O-U-S. Conspicuous. So, see, Q. That sound is coming from C-U. Conspicuous, we heard the same sound. Speculation, we heard the same sound. And the previous slide also there was a word with the same sound. So understand the sounds and how they are written in the English language will help you to master the spellings. The next one was easy, reflection, again noun form. Convergence, no J, G here, convergence. The ninth one was stimulation, stimulation, again noun. And the last one was very easy, don't need to break it, tricky. Okay, so some spellings will be tricky in the exam. So if you know how to crack them down into syllables and get the spellings, and also watch the videos that we are making, cover everything what is coming in the exam for the last 6 months, then you'll be certain that you will be able to crack the exam. And don't just learn the words, learn the techniques also that we are teaching you. Okay, don't expect the exam to be too easy. Don't take it very lightly. Be serious about it. You are spending lots of money. So let's see the next set of 10 words, and this time I'm hoping you get more serious about your exam. Learn the patterns, learn the techniques. The first one is respondents. Respondents. Root word is respond. Okay, don't get confused with respondents or respondents. The pronunciation is pretty vague there. Respondents. The next one is depressed. So if someone is not successful in the exam or in anything, they may get depressed. Verb in the past tense form. The third one is diversify. Having a variety of things, diversify. The fourth one is predictable. Predict is the root word, predictable, adjective form. Again, break it down into syllables, it will be easy for you. The fifth one is sustain. Sustain, what is the meaning of sustain? And what is the word combination of sustain? Sustaining growth. So you're maintaining something, that is what sustain is. The sixth one is analysis. Okay, this is the word many people make mistakes in. They just miss out and write analysis. People have actually written this to me on WhatsApp. Can you please do analysis of my scorecard? So please be careful. Simple word, don't make mistake. The seventh one is spectrum. Like a spectrum of light. Spectrum. The eighth one is adverb, extensively. Extensive, extensively. The ninth one is dependency. So don't be dependent on just the tricks, master the techniques that I am teaching you. And the last one in this batch is mysteriously, again in the adverb form. So when we add different type of words, different suffix and prefix, then it becomes longer, mysteriously. Don't make the same mistake. This was the same word that I used in the example that I showed you right in the beginning. Mystery was the word there. Mysteriously is the word here. Okay, let's look at the words now. Respondents with an E, respondents. Okay, same pattern as the first slide had another word with a similar pattern. The second one is depressed, ED in the end, depressed with a double S, depressed. So S sound is stressed over there, that's why it's double. Next one is diversify, diversify, SI and FY. Predictable should be easy if you know the spelling of predict, and able, you add it in the adjective form. Sustain, ain, okay, like pain, that is the sound, A. Okay, don't say T-E-N, sustain, no, 10 is a faster sound, sustain, longer sound. Analysis, analysis. So people, what they do is analysis, they miss out I from here. Analysis. Don't do that. Okay, very simple word. Master it. The next one is spectrum. 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 Even if you want to break it down right till the 2-letter combination of syllables, you can get the sounds very, very clearly. Spectrum. The next one was extensively. Extensively. Adverb form. Extensive. In the adjective form. IVE pattern. You know that. The next one is dependency. Depend. Very easy if you know depend, spelling of depend. And NC. Dependency. Any pattern that follows will have same spellings in the end. Dependency. Cut that. Any pattern of word following NC in the end will follow the same spellings. And the last one was mysteriously. MYS. Us. Till here, if it was just given till here, it would have been an adjective, mysterious. Now ly is added, so it becomes adverb, mysteriously. Okay, something about mystery, describing an action. Last set of words, let's do that before we jump to the exam questions and then try to utilize the knowledge that we learned today and see if you are getting the full score now. The first one in this batch is phenomenon. Phenomenon. Okay, you may get confused at the end. None. How is it spelled? Phenomenon. The second one is consensus. Consensus. Okay, when large group of people agree on something, consensus. The third one is reputation. So you build reputation with quality. Reputation. The fourth one is fatally. Fatal is the root word. Fatally is the adverb form. Something very, very severe. The fifth one is plight. Plight. Pain of someone. Plight of someone. The sixth one is easy. Departure. Opposite of arrival. Departure. The seventh one is manuscripts. S sound in the end. Manuscripts. What are manuscripts? Some ancient or mythological writings. Manuscripts. Like a book. The eighth one is allegation. Allegation in the noun form. Allege is the root word which is in the verb form, also a different pronunciation. Allege. I'll tell you the spelling shortly. The ninth one is concocted. Concocted. Just break it down into syllable. It will be easy to break it down and get the answer correct. And the last one is acclaimed. Acclaimed. Acclaimed means renowned, famous. Okay, I'm sure this time you must have done better. Let's look at the spellings of the word that we discussed. Phenomenon. Phenomenon. N-O-N. Okay, not N-U-N. N-O-N. Phenomenon. Learn it. If it is phenomena, so O-N will be replaced with A. Phenomena. Otherwise, phenomenon. The second one is consensus. Consensus. Always S. No C here. Only in the beginning. C is there. Consensus. Okay, no, we don't say as consensus. It's a consensus. Okay. That's the sound that we hear. The next one is reputation. I told you this is easy one. Reputation ending it shun is the noun form. Okay. With Co sound, you need to be careful because some words do have co sound like contrast. But this one has consensus. Even consent will have same sound as this word. But contrast will have a different sound. The next one is fatally with a double L here. Fatal is the root word, fatally, double L, because L is already the part of fatal. The next one was plight, P-L-I-G-H-T. So if you know the spelling of light, just put a P in front, plight. The next one was departure, should be very easy. Everyone, I'm hoping you must have got it. The next one was manuscripts, scripts. So U sound is a, short U sound is a, scripts. So if you know the first part and the last part, you only need to put U in the middle. Next one was allegation. Shun, you already know. This was the part that I was talking about. Allege is the root word, A-L-L-E-G-E, allege, past tense, alleged. But in the noun form, the pronunciation differs. It becomes allegation. Instead of J sound, it comes to G sound. Okay, you need to be careful. English is a very language that has a lot of exceptions. The second last one is concocted, concocted. So similar sound to contrast, concocted. And the very last one is acclaimed with a double C, acclaimed. This is how it is spelled. You can break it down, ac, because C is little bit stressed, that's why it's a double consonant there. Okay, now it's time to do the questions. Let's see if you can crack it down. I'm 100% sure that you will be able to do much better. So let's look at the question now.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My theme for this session is convergence, technology change, and business practice. This is somewhat dear to my heart, in that I have spent much of the last 15 years involved in various aspects of technology and their impact on business, across a broad spectrum, from applications of signal processing in manufacture right through to the use of utilization data and diary applications, to improve the time utilization of the sales force.
Alright, I hope you got the answers. Let's check the answers. And some of them we already saw it now. First one was session is convergence. And the second one was aspects. We must have done this word in the previous spelling videos. That's why I keep telling you that. Watch all the videos, not just one. Over here, broad spectrum. It's a very common collocation. Can be helpful for you in the reading module. And the last one was sales. So this one was easy. Aspects was easy if you already knew. And then you also learned about two words, how to use them and how to spell them basically. For this video is mostly focused on how to spell them. This is what gives you the marks. Okay, if you don't get even one single character mistake, you will lose the whole 1 point. Let's do the next question. It's a little bit longer.
These two paintings, both called sunflowers, are generally accepted as the finest of several depictions of the thick-stemmed, nodding blooms that Van Gogh made in 1888 and 1889 during his time in Arles. The first is now in the collection of the National Gallery in London, and the second is in the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam. Van Gogh referred to this work as a repetition of the London painting. But art historians and curators have long been curious to know how different this repetition is from the first. Should it be considered a copy, an independent artwork, or something in between? An extensive research project conducted over the past 3 years by conservation experts at both the National Gallery and the Van Gogh Museum has concluded that the second painting was not intended as an exact copy of the original example, said Ella Hendricks, a professor of conservation and restoration at the University of Amsterdam, who was the lead researcher on the project.
Alright, so this question had 4 words and let's see. I'm hoping you got all of them right because many of them we did it now. The first one was depictions with an S sound. And why it is plural? Because of this word, several. In my grammar video, I've shared you this information. With several, you always use a plural noun. The next one was repetition. Okay, repetition. This is how. Repeat is the root word. Repetition in the noun form is pronounced also differently. So this was also shared in one of the previous videos. Please do watch it. The next one, curious. We did it today. Curious. Okay, curious to know. And the last one was easy, original. Okay, so I'm hoping combining both the questions out of 8, if you have been improving yourself, then you will be very close to at least 7 out of 8 or 8 out of 8 as well. But even if you haven't managed to reach that, you can still do it by going through the techniques that we are sharing you and also the words that are getting repeated in the exam. Who knows, you can get lucky and you can get many of the words that are appearing. And if you want the whole list of spellings and also all the questions that are getting repeated for both core and academic, you can join our YouTube Priority membership, where you will get all the prediction files and the spelling list. And if you're looking for paid assistance, do WhatsApp us, where we will share you live classes as well as the app access, template, everything included at one cost. You don't have to pay anything later. That's why we call it unlimited classes. And before you go, if you haven't seen the video that we published on all templates in one video, combining both the exams, core and academic, you can watch that. This is very, very insightful. In 2025, all the working techniques. Keep watching Edutrainex, and I'll soon be back with another interesting video on PTE topics. See you soon.